Hi, everybody. Really excited to be here. Thanks for joining us. My name's Oliver Chen. I'm head of retail, new platforms, and luxury goods equity research at Cowen and Company. I'm also an adjunct professor at Columbia Business School, a graduate of Wharton and Georgetown, and I've been in the industry over 20 years, starting off in my parents' retail business in Natchitoches, Louisiana, and their gift store. We're thrilled to have Chico's here. It's an iconic brand undergoing innovative transformation with a lot of great initiatives. Molly Langenstein, CEO and president of Chico's, joining us. She's been a director since 2020 as well. She joined the company in 2019, and she's a 30-year retail veteran, including prestigious roles at Macy's, such as General Business Manager, Ready to Wear Macy's, Chief Private Brands Officer at Macy's in Bloomingdale's, and EVP for Private Brands for Men and Children. She began her work in the apparel retail industry as a buyer at Bardeen's. We also have Patrick J. Guido as Chief Financial Officer here. We're really excited to have him here. He joined on September 17th, and he has over 20 years of finance and operations experience, including numerous executive leadership roles at premier retail and consumer companies such as Asbury as well as Lululemon. Molly, it's great to be here with you.
Oliver, great to be here with you as well. And I didn't realize you started in a family business. I did too. My mom was in her own store, so we have something in common.
Yeah, it's great to have retail and passion in our blood from an early age. So Molly, what attracted you to Chico's, and what was so interesting to you about the opportunity, as well as introducing the company for those who are newer to the story?
Yes. What attracted me to the company is the customer. These three brands have the most loyal customer. And I knew from my experience in the past that the product was the problem. And I was excited to be able to join a company with such a loyal customer following, and I knew I could fix the product. So yes, Chico's is a company of three unique brands. Each that are thriving in their own market white space. We are a company that is founded by women, led by women, who is our customer, not just because I'm a woman. And we provide confidence and joy to over 7 million women. And confidence and joy is key in all three of our brands. And you hear it on a regular basis on how customers respond to the product and how it does provide them with confidence. And we are all about being a digital-first company that is customer-led. And that is important because we actually listen to our customers and we build and create product and solutions for her in all three of our brands.
Molly, what is your assessment of the brands? If you could speak to them individually as opportunities that you see at each, and in your diagnosis of what can happen next.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, at Chico's, we have it's about a boutique strategy and about a boutique assortment. We have rebuilt the assortment within each one of our brands. And the great thing about Chico's is that it's a growing brand because of its loyal customers. And we use our customer insights to be able to build on that product and build that curated strategy. And what I mean by curated is that customers can come in and build head-to-toe looks, and you can see that in our units per transaction, where customers are buying in multiple units. The definition of boutique is curated, and what I mean by that is that customers come in of all different types, and they can find something for them and leave, versus a lot of vertical specialty retail stores are more singular in their approach. We have that unique white space of being curated in a boutique strategy. And we see our opportunity in terms of being able to continue to grow categories like activewear, travel wear, and also special occasion. And also jewelry is a key component of our business. A couple of examples on how we've elevated our product and our fabric and our styling in the last year and a half is we are winning with new fabrications that we brought to market, like Pima and non-stretch iron that we launched in second quarter, that were very good for our business. And we're seeing in our results, our AUR was up 38% in the second quarter. And also our regular price sell-throughs are stronger than they were in 2019 and 18. So the customer is responding to our newness that we have within the brand.
That's very impressive. Molly, in that assortment, how are you thinking about breadth versus depth? And also, What about the digital efforts that you're making, being digital first, and what should we know about that relative to what you see with your physical store footprint?
So in terms of let's start with, because there's a couple questions packed in there. The first one in terms of I'm going to work backwards on the digital footprint and kind of what we're seeing in our strategy. You know, we find that it's incredibly important to have the combination of digital and physical, that's a huge opportunity and a competitive advantage. And that both channels help each other, and that is incredibly important. So stores are important to us, and a key part of our growth strategy is stores. So if I could spend a little second on, in terms of how we're thinking about our fleet and how we're rationalizing it, is it okay if I go that direction?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
That we keep delivering strong store results and also strong digital results quarter over quarter. And what we're seeing in the behavior of customers is that customers that engage in both channels spend more than 3 times those of a single channel customer. So when we are looking at our real estate fleet, what we are doing is we're really looking at where the customer is driving that traffic. And that for us typically happens to be in lifestyle and strip centers versus malls. So today malls are about 32% of our portfolio, and part of our rationalization will get that to 25%. And we are doing some creative things within our real estate portfolio as well. We've just opened 47 Soma shops inside Chico's, and half of them opened in June, and they are all performing very well. And the great news is that we are getting new customers to both Chico's and also to Soma with this initiative, and it's driving business in both channels, and it's also making our digital footprint larger for the Soma business as more customers are getting introduced to the brand. We'll have up to 70 open by the end of this year, and we are also looking at growing the Soma business and opening new full-line stores next year within the Soma brand. So that's just a little bit about what's happening with that business.
Yes, Soma has really powerful brand equity in a difficult market and a loyal customer. So what's ahead for Soma? Where do you see this brand going? What should we know about it as investors?
Yes, Soma has explosive growth this year. As an example, the Soma brand is a 14-year-old brand, and it hovered around $300 million for years. This year, we will put on more than $100 million worth of growth. And we are very proud of that growth. And it is coming from 3 categories. It's coming from bras, panties, and also sleepwear. We are in the top 10 brands in the United States in bras and panties, non-sport bras and panties, and also in the top 5 for sleepwear. So we are taking market share in these categories, and it is all about inclusivity and solutions for customers. And so if you look at our bras as an example, we get recommended by physicians when women have had reconstructive surgery because our bras are so comfortable. So we see in growth to $1 billion in this brand over the next several years, and we're very bullish about this growth and excited about our performance. And you can see it in our results. Our results have been fantastic. We have had within the Soma brand, we have had 4 consecutive quarters of comp sales growth. And we have also continued to have nearly 50% of our customer base grow year over year. And the great thing about that growth is about 39% of the new customers that are coming to the brand are under the age of 45.
Wow, that's great to have that engagement. Yeah, White House Black Market, it always has great service and a really compelling point of view. What's happening in that division? How big is it as a percentage of total, and what are some key initiatives?
The White House brand has typically been, in terms of the size of the 3 brands together, has been the second largest brand. And it is also our second largest store fleet in totality. The White House Black Market brand has a unique positioning in terms of being a contemporary-minded designer consumer, but not at designer price points. She is a customer that likes better quality, and she expects a good fit. And what's unique about the brand is that it has always been about seasonless and fabrications that she can wear year round, and our heritage is in black and white colors. The reason why I mention that is that 1 in 3 of our customers says that she is either a senior management or she's in middle management. So she works, she's affluent, and she is very career minded. So she is starved for time. So she loves our brand and the service that she gets so that she can be able to come in and put herself together. And the versatility is key. And in today's world of work from anywhere, which we are seeing for our customers, she needs that versatility, whether she's wearing jeans with a jacket or she's wearing a suit or she's wearing a special occasion dress. And so we have a lot of new fabrications that have stretch in them, and the customer is responding incredibly well to our fabrications. And we're seeing it on our regular price AURs that are up 42% over last year. And this brand too is having its regular price sell-throughs faster than 20, faster than 19, and faster than 18. So the customer is responding, and we are on our way to continue to get growth within the White House Black Market brand.
Yeah, that AUR momentum is really impressive, and versatility value, desk to dusk, but the desk, changing so much is really happening in the marketplace.
And there's white space somewhere.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of, this is a place where a lot of contemporary brands, unfortunately, didn't make it during the pandemic. So we see a lot of white space here for us to continue to get growth from this type of consumer.
Molly, an open-ended question for investors on the call. What is least well appreciated in your view about Chico's?
Well, quite honestly, it's White House Black Market. That the White House Black Market brand has floundered, quite honestly. And so once I got here, we put a new team in place in terms of heading up merchandising and design. We retooled the whole organization so that we had that better-minded approach. We relooked at the DNA. We just relaunched the marketing about 5 months ago, so that the all customer-facing touch points were about this better customer and this higher income, more affluent customer, but was really seeking both service and also wearing occasion versatility. So we are excited. We got stalled in terms of during the COVID period on our timeline and our turnaround strategy, but we are seeing in our results in the front half of this year prove out that we are on the right track.
Molly, you're an industry veteran and leader. What about Amazon? What about Target going into more inclusive sizing? How do you see yourself evolving in the context of rapidly transformed nature of competition?
Oliver, I love competition because it always makes us all smarter and think about different options for our customers in a different way. The most important thing to note, though, about our customers is that they are intensely loyal. I said that's one of the reasons why that I joined. In Chico's, as an example, our customers stay with us 13 years. In White House Black Market, they stay with us 9, and in Soma, they stay with us 6 years. And so each one of our brands is about creating community and about being a part of something that is not just about a transaction. So the importance of the store and the store stylist is a wonderful relationship, and one that she told us she missed when we were out for COVID. So for example, we have armed our digital tools, Style Connect and My Closet. Style Connect is a digital styling tool that allows our sales associates to connect directly with customers. And also My Closet allows our customers to shop from past purchases. Both of those two tools, as an example, are a way to bring personalization, but it also drives the stylist and the customer connectivity, which is gold. That is where we see that the more customers engage with our stylists and our tools or our bra experts, that we can get a larger share of her wallet, and we can get her to repeat purchase and come back. And also she is telling her friends about the brands, and new customers are coming to us, and those new customers that are coming to all 3 brands are younger. And that is good because she stays with us longer. So that's good for the long term.
Yeah, Molly, the organization has always been famous for service, and especially in store. So on the digital topic, Molly, what would you highlight as your key priorities / roadmap that investors should know about and you're prioritizing for impact?
Great. So in terms of digital and where we are going, let's start with first in terms of I mentioned my tools and where we are with our tools, but We're also looking at making investments in marketing and technology to continue to build out the platform, and also to make sure that we're enhancing that user experience and we're driving traffic and conversion across all three of the brands. So as we continue to make those investments, we're seeing that the digital business is growing. In fact, our Q2 digital business was up 23% compared to 19. And so these tools are paying off, and also the investments that we are making are paying off. The marketing investments that I mentioned are about being able to build out our customer database so that all of this customer information that we have, which we have mountains of customer data, that we can use it more specifically and also more efficiently. We will be rolling out a new loyalty program with part of these investments in loyalty, starting with the Soma brand and then moving to the two apparel brands in the first quarter of this year. Soma will be in the back half of this year, though, for the loyalty program.
Thanks, Molly. Yeah, on the topic of fashion and product / innovation, what are your thoughts about managing that in terms of managing for attractive merchandise margins and also executing with the right level of novelty relative to basics, as well as breadth and depth, as the customer is changing faster than ever before now?
The level of product innovation and depth and breadth and detail is quite honestly what the team does best. And so when you look at the opportunity across each of the brands, the first thing is always about having solutions for the customer in mind. And that could be either a comfortable bra for all different types of sizes. It could be a pair of pants that provides a better fit for her, and or it's a jacket that has fantastic stretch and makes her feel good. Those are baseline, but that's always with innovation starting with fabric. So it starts with a great fabric team that is always looking on the long run to be able to fix customer solutions. Second is making sure that you have a factory base, and we have deep, long history relationships with our factory base that have a great needle and understand not only each of the brands, but also are embedded with our designers so that there's co-design and co-development happening at the same time, so that both teams are working together to be able to bring novelty to the consumers. And we're always looking for new partners that can come to us with ideas and new categories of business that we may not be in within the certain brands. So our factory relationships are important. Our teams in terms of technology and building our fabric and building our products is important. And that team synergy is how it all comes together so that you strike that right balance. Because novelty and better fabrications in today's world are going to be what deliver margins in the long term, on top of basics that are a repeat and that brings new customers to the brands.
Yeah, your company has always stood for comfort, and evolving that with technology and fabrics makes a lot of sense. Audience, feel free to email me any questions you'd like us to ask. Oliver.chen@cowen.com, Oliver.chen@cowen.com, CHEN. So Molly, a question came in. There's definitely a lot happening with the supply chain in retail. What are you facing, and how are you rising to that challenge, which has been difficult across the board, supply chain / inflation?
Yes. So we believe that with supply chain issues aside, that we are still getting great results, and that there is still a lot of opportunity to drive additional results in spite of what's happening in terms of supply chain. We believe the customer demand is still robust. And as these challenges are temporary, and it's really important for people to remember that these challenges are temporary. As we cycle through them, all three of our brands have the most opportunity, we believe, to be able to continue to grow. But in particular, what are we doing? That's what you asked. The first thing that we are doing is that we have moved our calendar up 4 weeks to be able to sufficiently be able to get our goods here when we want them, based upon what's happening in not only it's really the issues are from the vessel to the factory, not from X factory. They're from the vessel to our DC. Our goods coming out of our factories are on time, and we're not having issues there. There are some slight issues out of Vietnam, and our Vietnam productions, we've been able to move a large chunk of that production to other countries to be able to make sure that we're getting our goods, in particular for the fourth quarter. What else we've done in the long term is that we have moved some of our production to do multi-country, multi-hemisphere sourcing so that we can spread our sourcing across several different countries so that we're not locked into a large amount of key items being sourced and built in one place.
Thanks, Molly. PJ, it's great to have you here as well. A general open-ended question. What attracted you to this opportunity? And I've worked with you at companies such as Lululemon, which actually has great fabric technology as well. What do you think will be some of the characteristics that you'll leverage from your past at this new opportunity? Oh, PJ, we can't hear you if perhaps you're on mute on your side.
You're good now.
Can you hear me now, Oliver?
Yes, we can hear you now. Great.
Sorry. Yeah, so firstly, what attracted me to Chico's was what Molly alluded to earlier. Two of the most difficult things to create in retail is firstly a loyal customer base and a guest-centric culture. And Chico's certainly has both of those things. Marry that up with innovative product and a streamlined omni-channel that can deliver for the customer wherever and however she shops, and you have a lot of upside. So there's just a general culture and excitement, generally great culture, and there's a lot of excitement around here at Chico. So that's what kind of drew me to the company. So really excited about the opportunity, and then going forward, given my experience at Lulu, I'm a very operationally focused CFO. I love to get in the business, and I love to use finance as a way to partner with the business to drive growth. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for that. I think we have a great management team with a great strategy, and yeah, there's momentum in the business, and we're looking to keep propelling that forward.
Thank you, PJ. Molly, as we do look ahead, what would you say are some of the bigger challenges that you're thinking about in scaling and operating in this challenging dynamic environment?
It's being able to keep up with the customer and be able to grow at the pace of change. And I believe our results prove that we've been able to do that in this dynamic of a year that we have all experienced, to be able to nail the product in all three brands, which are very unique brands that are different customer bases in themselves, that the ability to be able to make sure that we are keeping her happy gives us total confidence that we are on the right track to continue to do that. This pace of change has never been so accelerated. And so to be able to get results, and I look at the regular price sell-throughs as the key and the AUR growth as key indicators in how the customer is responding. The fact that we're growing the customer base, the fact that our customers, the new customers that are coming to us, are also younger, and the ability to be able to leverage our great digital platform and also fantastic stores and a loyalty program really gives us confidence that in this changing environment, as we move forward, that we've got the right formula for growth. And the secret sauce is that Soma, as an accelerator in growth, has the opportunity to be in every Chico's customer's basket and has the opportunity to be in every White House Black Market customer's basket, and gives us confidence that we have that growth formula.
Molly, a question came in related to your comment as well. How will you captivate Generation Z and Generation A? What are your thoughts around the younger customer and the future of the organization?
It will be key in the Soma brand. And so as you look at our marketing in particular, when we changed the face of the marketing brand for Soma, it showed that inclusiveness. We actually have real customers and real people that are in our marketing campaign. And one of them actually was a young surfer that really loves our Embless bra, the wireless bra, which we've seen the fastest growth within the wireless category, and where we've been able to gain a tremendous amount of traction. So it is about not having an age specific for the Soma brand, but about inclusivity in terms of not only size, but also in age. And that starts with your product, number one. And then second, and how she can relate to your marketing. So we overspend in social as a percent to the total, and in acquisition for the Soma brand, and how we can continue to grow that. Within the two apparel brands, it is a more affluent customer on both sides. So she is more accomplished, and at a time in her life where she is not that younger consumer in terms of that youngest consumer that you're talking about. But having to be able to have a pipeline of customers coming into each of the brands is the strategy. It's just how far down you want to reach.
Yeah, Soma was always very well regarded for fit, and this whole theme of authenticity and transparency and community and user-generated content are key themes we're seeing as well. So Molly, which part of the job is the most fun? And if you have any concluding remarks as well.
Well, the product's always the most fun, and I love getting with customers and visiting stores. And I visit stores on an unannounced basis, and because I always get the best experience because I get the experience that a customer gets. And so those are the parts that are the most fun to me. And my parting remarks would be that check us out. I mean, we are really on to a road of growth. And it proves itself out in terms of our second quarter results, and customers are telling us in our surveys how happy she is that the product is back. It's better quality, it's more interesting, and how it provides solutions. She's loving our shop and shops and being able to introduce herself to the other brands. We even do sister Sundays on Sundays, where we have sales associates work in a shared center within each other's stores, so that they can better learn the other brands and talk about Soma within each of the brands. So a lot of good things are happening, and we're excited to keep growing.
Yeah, what excites me is the jewelry and assortment, and also Chico's has a special place in a lot of communities, as well as a highly loyal customer with talented people who are very engaged in terms of your organization as well. Molly, PJ, it's great to have you here. We really appreciate your time. Thanks for sharing all this great information with everybody.
Oliver, it was great to see you. Thank you.
Next up, we'll have Enjoy present. So stay tuned, everybody. And thanks for being part of this. Have a great day.